Regardless of the state of the economy, regardless of the money, you still procreate.
I see, if I have to give birth, I have to give birth.
How many children do you have now?
I have 5 children.
You are hoping to get more?
No, but I'm jobless. I have 5 children. But still, you know, with God, all things are possible.
So how are you taking care of those 5 children?
Yes, you ask a question. How do I take care of 5 of them? Yes, you know. Back. You know, back.
You have to tell me that.
Yes, back. But it's a movement. If you move, you pass here, back. Then you elaborate yourself. Then adjust certain things.
Welcome again to this seminar, How Creative Impulses Underpinned by Economy and Culture Can Reshape It. To me, that comes down to how can we harness the creative spirits of Ghanaians and the residents of Accra. The history of the Netherlands and Ghana have been intertwined for centuries.
The balance between conservativeness, conservation, and progress, that's something that you have to figure out between people and the people who represent you, the government, in order to create a space that belongs to you. I think the lessons that can be learned for Ghana would be is that you hold dear of what is your past. That's right. And that's what I sometimes miss here. I see beautiful buildings that have a history, or buildings that perhaps have not a nice history, but tell about who Ghanaians are, what their identity is that it's not cherished, it's not being kept.
My Accra is about the people who live in it. A fact often forgotten in conferences and policy statements. It is also about the traditional organizational structures and culture which is embedded within our society, and the custodians of these unwritten rules and regulations that govern the society. When I talk about Accra and culture, my focus is on the old city that I remember as a child, and the women who engage actively with the streets of Accra. Women are the heart, the pillars of our society.
You can go to Katamanto. There are so many things over there. You pick it, you pass a roadside. Somebody can buy this and that. Oh, please, you can get your queens to come and settle your family.
When I was over in Elmina, I would talk to people, the local people, and you discover that they have no emotional attachment to these old houses because most of them have no idea what the history is.
As a city of Accra, as of its centrality, I wonder, because again in the talk we realized that the question of where the center is, and I think that the decision of where the center will be is really based on research and work that has to be done, which hasn't been done as yet. We have all these strategic plans and all these things, but we don't even have a model of the city. We need a model of the city so that we can aspire to that model. So yes, I think the independence is important, and I think that yes, we have to not only think contemporary. My problem is trying to impose our visions of what multi-level structures have been in other parts of the world and trying to mimic them here. I think it's a fine opportunity not to do what they've done in Dubai, but to sort of look at the culture of the place and use that to create a place. And once we do that, Ghana becomes, it continues to be the place, the gateway to Africa and the style of Africa.
For me, this was incredibly inspiring, and I'm looking forward to the February event and beyond. We want to engage, as I said, not because we're looking for projects to fund, but because we feel it's an exciting sector. We feel that it's brewing in the city, and we feel there is ways to connect. But you can only connect when there's when the money is there, when the real drive is there, when people know where they're going. Then only connecting people internationally more sense. So from our perspective, we hope that something gets started here where we can, interact more and more. So with that, I want to close this session. Thank you all very much for your time and your participation, and looking forward to working with all of you again. Thank you.
The economy, I don't know. They were doing it politics, which it shouldn't be. Do you know? So now it seems like, I don't know, the thing can go, then it will come down. So now, please, I don't know.
Corruption, still election, brutality, my brother look get option. That's why you don't forget where you come from. You don't forget where you come from. Charlie, make you sit, make you chop some. It's been a minute since me and your reason where we laugh some. You the guy that time will be kiddy sana. The chaskeles, pillows, and the pampanas. Watching us suffer that, and we thought we would never grow up. By the fireside, Mama Doctor was so hot, but now it was hotter than Uncle George Lane's.